Okay, we I want to do this. Let's put a 4 in there. What did I get? Like a... The hell was that? Ship shape. I'm kind of confused. Did this go up? It did go up. Okay. I'm gonna put 1 in. See if I get lucky. Ooh. Okay. We know we want to do this on the left. There are some things I wanted to test over here though. Play Tavla. The clack of filter caps can be heard in every concourse in the low end, as the residents play rotating rounds of this game for cryo. So you're saying... Ooh. You're saying I can earn big bucks over here. Ooh, I lost money. So that's just straight gambling. Fair enough, fair enough. So I have to sleep. It's just fine. I should probably get a drink. Probably get a drink or something. Let's see what this rations. I think a drink does 2 squares. Cool. Let's sleep. Let's go sleep. Right. 50-50 chance. Hey, saved a little bit of cash. Okay, what's on the agenda today? Finish this off. Get 100% pause. think I'm gonna try and finish this. Put in the one. Woo. Yeah. So what did I get? I get to join the tech crew. Shipyard. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowds are restless, and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with a supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Yet you can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey sleeper, wait up! Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Lem, good to see you, friend. He is breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. You made the work team, good for you. He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Shh, baby. Give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he confronts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. As he does, you see he is clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. Waiting on a shift? Uh-huh, you know how it is. He puts his hand on her shoulder and she clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know when. A noise sounds from the entrance, a klaxon, followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd, then glances down at the crumpled paper. It's my number. Shit, Mina. He starts patting the pockets on his gear and glances around. Go, I'll watch her. He blinks a little, staring. Thank you. Oh. He crouches to Mina. You are gonna stay with our friend here, okay? They're going to keep you safe, and he stands back up. Here, take her bag. He shoves it into your hands. She's got food. She's got... Shit, I have to go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. Then Lem disappears into the roiling crowd, who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Yo, man, I got people that are looking to shoot me. I've got cyborg hunters looking for me. I got people throwing glasses at me. And now I've got this kid. Little badass girl, look at her. Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look you can't quite read. Let's move. She holds the stare, unmoving, the two parallel tears tracks still glint on her cheeks. Look in the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers, fashioned from scrap components. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked beside is a ragged rabbit, and so on. Take the rabbit. You pull the rabbit out of the bag, its long limbs waggling as you do. Mina goes to jump and grab, but it holds herself back. Grab it, but holds herself back. She stands and hugs herself, eyes on the rabbit. What's their name? Mina turns away and looks at the entrance to the shipyard. This isn't going well. Shake the rabbit. Mina jumps a little, startled. She glares at you. Give her the rabbit. You hold the rabbit out and Mina snatches it from your hand. She hugs it tightly without looking away from you. Bun Bun, she says, staring you down, ferocious despite her size. Hi, Bun Bun. You move a little closer as you speak, closing the gap. He doesn't speak, she says. She looks at you suspiciously, but her face softens a little. She waggles Bun Bun in front of you and then walks him up in your arm and onto your shoulder where he sits. She pokes your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, she thinks. Me too. Mina has more questions, lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe or if you rust. But before long, you are talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the ice heating pipes. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun, the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you. Just as both of you are starting to yawn, he is dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up his legs and into his arms as he stumbles backwards. You two get on, okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. We managed. Mina glances carefully at you, hiding a smile that is slowly growing. Well, looks like Meanie can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm, wide smile. I owe you. Look, he glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. He grins sheepishly. If you have time. But now, I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina, and she giggles in response. See you, sleeper. He waves and they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spaces as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. I don't want him to pay me though, that guy is, he's chill. Side rail bridge. This is my new job. Ooh, side rail fit up. Your work as a junior tech has qualified you to work in the team handling the final tech fit up of the Side Rail Horizons Bridge, a vast job. Look at how many times I need to do this. The vast colony ship is coming together block by block. Each cycle you see another piece slot in place. This guy, do I even have the cash for this guy? It's bleeding me dry, man. Lem and Mina's unit. What is this? I can't remember where I got this from. Oh, I got it from the vial. Okay. New place. Unlock apartment. You find the entrance to the apartment. Its passkey symbol obscured beneath layers of graffiti. Who lives here? I do. The lock clunks open, the metal door swinging inward into the dark. Unit 207F. As you push the door open, the automatic lights flicker on inside the apartment. They reveal yellow and plastic panels, the curved shape of wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged on every surface. You step inside, clicking the door shut behind. The amber light of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surfaces hold a variety of objects, indistinct in the dull lighting. A pale blue light drifts from a doorway at the end of the room. Inspect the surfaces. Smudges through the thin layer of dust suggest a recent, rare, and hurried visit. They trace a path to the water dispenser, the auto wash, then to the cabinet still half open. On the shelf sits an empty pill case. Go to the doorway. You cross the cramped utility room with its auto wash dispenser's water closet towards the doorway. Through the doorway is a dark, warm room, lit only by the faint glow of a terminal screen. Inspect the room. A bunk is tucked into the wall, the blankets ruffled. A wall desk glitters with rows of vials and containers. A briefcase lab sits open, loaded with rows of reagents and compounds you do not recognize. In comparison, this room is clean, ordered, controlled. Approach the terminal. As you approach, there is a crackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper, Sabine's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. I'm sorry I can't be there. I have had to make alternate arrangements. You hear rattling noises, static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare to show my face. Something is happening within Yataghan. I no longer trust them. Their voice becomes distant, slipping behind the background noise. I have something to ask of you. I want you to get me out. Yataghan were supposed to hide me, to protect me. After everything happened, I was desperate. And then after that, I was too tired to care. A noise like waves passes over the recording. I'm done with them now. I'm worn out. Screw the debt. But I need insurance, something I can hold against them. I have my suspicions, but I can't be sure. I need information. And as you know, you need me. A pause, something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. Another pause. I know sleepers. I have been here before. I can help you, but not with Yataghan's nose around my neck. Sorry, noose. Okay. Get me data. Get me information. Get me something that I can use against Yataghan. Then I can get out and you can get what you need. Please. Waves of static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get to it when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here, working at the desk, sleeping in the bunk, blinking into the terminal. In the dark, the recording cuts to static, filling the room with its white hiss, then silence. Access the terminal. You sit in front of the humming terminal and hit a few keys. Sabine has left an access port open, but the rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. It seems Sabine might not trust you as much as they want you to think. Who does Sabine need to hide from? And what debt do they owe Yataghan? You tried to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizer, your body will die. You glance at the briefcase lab on the desk, its glassware glinting in the dark. You turn away and leave, the door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice the scrawled graffiti of a blade on the opposite wall. Yataghan, you feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. So, Can I get vials from her still? Ah, so I can give data to her too. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind giving her data. So you're saying I can still buy from her. So let's see. Lem can't work shifts in the shipyard unless someone watches Mina. You two seemed to get along last time, and Lem is desperate. Ooh, shipyard, he won't qualify. Gets in a chance. I feel like I should probably try to earn a little bit more money. Let's help our guy out. Hopefully you get some good karma. Hey, I got energy. I must get some food. Cool. Help complete Sidereal Horizon. Pay Ethan's tab. Get to know Empis. I can't do that for a while. Oh, there's too many there's too much stuff going on. Damn, man. I feel like I could have got rid of this guy if I was fast enough. I didn't really know what I was doing. This is a problem. How much money does this guy want, man? There's nothing I can do. Big numbers. Give me like 2 6s, 2 5s. That's not bad. What is this? Fang. As you arrive, Fang comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, Sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back the way you came. Follow his lead. He steps into the passageway, guiding you down ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. That data you ripped? Well done, by the way. He grins, tells me Hardin is making a rare inspection of the Sidereal Horizon this cycle. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of the compound he hides in. Thing takes a sharp turn into a dimly lit passage. Sidereal Horizon. Confront him? That's right, it's the perfect time. Feng slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the black, a water pipe drips. It's him, Sleeper. The same Hardin Hurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name, an entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He rolled out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage when it first broke off from the Union. He paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here, running the station one day, and the next, Erden's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the costs got higher, People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the accidents were coming in non-stop, and as new waves of contractors came in desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central systems, while this severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified, and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlin, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true, but my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in their MEV and wielded it to the dock while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Feng pauses in the dock. They sealed it up, though. They sealed it up, though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoned every one of us to the black. Apart. Feng finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning. From shits like Hardin, shits who held their place, rolled it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every step. Feng starts walking again. That's why I can't just let him strut about the shipyard. This time, his past catches up with him. We should think about this. Feel free, but I'm going now. Feng rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. Through the ceiling you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by the flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. This is crazy. Feng turns to look at you. Don't come then. I won't force you. You stand across from each other in the corridor. What is it then, Steeper? You coming or not? What do I do? Bro, I don't know. I don't know if this guy's even done much for me. But I think I have to go. Feng grins. Let's go show this shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors lead through the complex, snatches off the construction bays always appearing through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skeletal, imposing. Feng seems to know exactly where he is going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock, locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both of you and Feng spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across a gantry. And at the front, two men, one gesturing towards the ship and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed, with a shock of grey hair. Hardin. You and Feng say his name in unison, and Feng sets off up the staircase to the gantry, with you following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the foreman gesturing to the work being done throughout the dock and Hardin nodding along. Hardin Hurst! Feng shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figures turn. Yes? Hardin asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Feng, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a Steeper might be in this place. You are a traitor, Hardin. a Solheim executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Feng's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of, against everything Erlen stood for, everything Havenage stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Hardin laughs. Well, good to meet you too. He glances around at those around him. Some are smiling, the others nervous. You are from the systems branch, are you not? Asks Hardin, inspecting Feng's clothing. Feng turns to the foreman. You need to cool your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Feng and Hardin, his hands drumming at his sides. Hardin leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. Stay silent. Feng holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right, I am systems. And I have records that link you directly to Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So once again, I am asking you take this man into the custody of the shipyard. The foreman remains still. Hardin's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at the members' meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide, unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow and tries to turn my own men against me. You hear it now, the echoing sound of boots on walkways coming from all angles at once and then settling behind you. Please, says Hardin, submit the data through the correct channels, then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. He gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Feng spits. Hardin, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one. A security officer draws their weapon and levels it. Feng turns and stares him down. Ooh, we die if I go for the weapon. Calm down, Feng. You look at Feng. He shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Feng, and he pushes through security, heading back down the walkway. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Feng picks up pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Feng is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper? Sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, mutters Feng. What is that? That, Sleeper, is something our worm added to Hardin's personal slate. We are tracking his outgoing messages. Feng's grin looks ghostly in the uplight of his screen. The old ways are best. Spook them good enough and they'll give the game away. Okay? He jams at the slate, and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring, lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots, these are Hardin's buddies, the one he is messaging right now, and we are going to find them all. That was on purpose? Of course, Hardin isn't working alone. We need a full set or nothing. Feng glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better split for now, Sleeper, but this is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Feng drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. So, is that like he wanted me to come so that they have two people to worry about? If I'm reading that correctly? upgrades available. Okay, go on. I need 2 upgrade points to do this. I don't like minuses. That's never good. Hey, it's never good. All right, let's. Oh, it went down. Ethan says you have 2 cycles to pay the tab. Cause it being fair-minded. I got it. Now get off of my back. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle, the place is packed. A load of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar, or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. Walk away. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? 1 round of drinks and we are even? Sleeper, come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun, dangling from a chest holster. What's wrong with you? Ethan laughs hard, and the people around him turn to see what's happening. You think this is on me? I'd think someone in your position might have a better idea of how this all works. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with S&R, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, your debt? You could just steal that natty little body. You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride. Play human for a cycle or 2. I'm nothing like you. That's what I'm saying. Ethan is addressing the bar now, having noticed the attention from the other patrons. You are a coward. I'm a professional. Though I should thank you, Ethan nods, his head heavy, for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have chained clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction without turning around. Shoot me or let me leave. Oh, I see. Toughening up here. He gestures wildly at the crowd. Thumbs up or thumbs down, folks. Most turn back to their drinks, no longer interested in his tired show. Ethan mutters insults as he walks back towards the bar. Ethan sits heavily, back down on his stool, and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. The thing is, Sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you, no matter what. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So please go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Look at yourself. Give it up, Sleeper. I'm done teaching you for today. He settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. You turn on your heel and are out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Okay, we have to see what happens when we don't pay that guy. Ooh, I'm leveling up though. I'm leveling up. Chance to gain random scrap items on engineer actions. Dice actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. What the hell does that mean? Chance to gain energy after any engage action. Let's do this. Alright, let's do this. We haven't had a good talk with our... Ah, I see. This is nice. Ship shape. Grounded. Let's go ahead and do this. I think I can use this. Get to talk with that girl. Ankita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. These shits completely ruined the core's connectors when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The ship mine they ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws a bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs. Can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mine. Not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. She sighs. Fragments, maybe sections of a mine. But a complete ship mine? No way. Ankita climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mine should be. The space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. She leads you back through the guts of Amber. Though you could find the way back yourself, the repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout. All diagonal angles and bundled tubes. What do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually you arrive in the galley, though it's hard to tell. Most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hole patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it. She starts out of nowhere. We need a new ship mine. I can salvage one. I like your confidence, Steva. Maybe if we check out Ort Exchange or speak to some scrap dealers. She rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends, you're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you put in on Amber, and I'm sure she would too, if she could. What I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Get me that ship mine, Steva. Don't make me regret this. You won't. She says, look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. How much money did I have? 66. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita's ship mind somehow. Only 100? Yo, man, come on. Come on. She made it sound like she gave me 1,000. She made it sound like 1,000. So where can I get this? I don't know. I'm just gonna get 30 cryo from this, but I will offload and scrap. Technically, I could say I'm using my money here. Random scrap item. Ooh, ship mine fragment. Random scrap item. I still don't know what to do with these. I don't remember. Hey. You know what? Let me do this one time. $15 cryo and some Energaru. So I do remember that, and to this merchants could be reassembled with the right tools and a few more fragments. Nikita gave you a stack of cheats so you could acquire a ship mind for her. Input 1 ship mind core. I just don't remember. Port exchange is where I wanted to go. Play the exchange. The flow of chits and components in the exchange complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you a good margin. What is this? Is this gonna give me money? Trusted trader. Maybe I need to make this go up so that they can trade me something better, right? Oh! Let's go rest. And cycle. Not bad, not bad. What is going on over here? Ever since your trip to Shipyard, Feng has been missing from his bay. Something bad is happening there. Where is it? This one. No. What was it? What am I looking for? This odd exchange. I feel like I need to raise this free. Let's go ahead. Yep. Come on now, come on now. Fuck. Starving. Jesus. Cool. Where's my guy? Where's my guy? Where's my guy? Give me that good food. 15 cryo. Yeah, no, let's pay him. Boom. And Ethan's tab. Now that guy can screw himself. Rations. That should give me 2. Hey, feeling good. All right. Trusted trader. Let's see. What has it opened up? Port fabricator. Right. I need another one. Wait, let me. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch, but if you have enough salvage fragments, can be reassembled with a fabricator. And how much time is this woman giving me? As much time as I need, I think. So, don't need to rush. What do I want to spend this 100% on? That's obviously going to give me something amazing. So when it comes to this, no, not this. When it comes to, what am I looking for? Is it gone? It's probably this. I gotta wait for cycles for that to come back. I feel like I should make money. I had a new job, right? New place to make some cash. Let's do this. So I'm gonna get, am I gonna get 30? Okay. Let's end. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. I think I want to trade again. I think I want to give this up. It's just giving me cash. I don't think I need the scraps or anything other than this. Yeah, free money's is good. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, Havenage Agent is always gonna give me this. Keynote is probably the one I wanted. Good, okay. Damn, the aunt is gonna be right on me. I think I should just make cash. Let's go help our dude out. Where is he? Let's go help our dude out. I don't think we're gonna get money from this. Let's get out. Nice. Don't say I didn't help you. Don't say I didn't help you. The last one should be cash. Should be some kind of cash. I need to help work the bar. Just good, regular good service. My money's looking good though. Money's looking good. Oops. Hit my mic. Use some good dice. I think we're gonna trigger the hunter again. Look at this guy. I think we're gonna trigger the hunter one time. Thing's gonna come next day probably, or I'm gonna find out about him. So how do I want to do this? I do want to help our guy out. I think that's a wholesome story I could do with a little bit of wholesomeness. Where is he? Go on. Let's see if I can get away with a one. Yeah. Hey. Me and Mina's got chemistry. She's asleep, whispers Lem, creeping back out of the unit's tiny bedroom, sliding the door shut as he does. You are perched at a thin bar in the main room, the slate in front of you still glowing with Mina and your drawings from a cycle spent together. There's a ring, the only world Mina has known, with stick figures standing along its edge. Tall one is you. Drink? Asks Lem, producing a worn-looking bottle of Griole, right? From under the bar, its contents glowing amber in the fluorescent light. Sure. 1 second. I can feel something. Got it. Oh. Could feel something under my foot. Lem nods and glugs a few fingers into a couple of metal tumblers and then sits down with you at the bar. Cheers, he offers, and you clink the metal containers together. You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time round. Lem gives you a sideways look. I made the assembly team on the side rail. He grins broadly. Clearly, he has been desperate to tell you all cycle. Knew it. Lem holds up his drink. You did get there first, friend. I'll give you that. He looks away. Seriously though, couldn't have done it without you keeping an eye on little Meanie back there. Lem shifts a little on his stool. He looks uncomfortable. How's our girl doing, sleeper? I haven't seen much of her these past cycles. She misses her father. Lem looks away. Yeah. He says to no one in particular. The silence stretches out as Lem takes a drink, his eyes fixed on the bedroom door. You okay? He nods. I can't take all the credit for Mina. She isn't actually mine. Ooh! He gazes into the middle distance. I pulled her off a refugee shuttle out by one of Ember's moons. The colony was falling apart for decades after Solheim collapsed, surviving on next to nothing. Eventually, some of the residents tried to make up for the eye on these decrepit old shuttles. He sloshes the drink around in his tumbler. They had no idea what they were doing. The one Mina was on decompressed halfway here. Everyone spaced. Oof. Only reason she made it was someone sealed her in a weapon locker. She was ice cold when I reached her. Purple lips. He shivers. Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let go. The medics treated her with me still clinging to her. He takes a drink. Still not sure why. He reaches over and refills his cup. We weren't exactly anybody's heroes, you understand. We were private military, hired in by Conway to protect their claims in the collapse. But once I got Mina, that was it. I quit. Got us dumped here. You saved her. I'm going to sound like an idiot now, but, he sighs, she saved me. That's the truth of it. He looks around the decaying unit. Its stained plastic flating and flickering lights. Me? I brought her to this. She was she was tiny. Too small to know what she lost, but I can't stop thinking about it. He rubs his eyes, dark with tiredness. What if our number doesn't come up in the drawer, sleeper? What then? The side rail will sail off without a thought, leaving us here. What kind of life is that for her? Stay silent. Sorry, I know you don't have it any better. He looks up at his cup and pushes it away down the bar. This is a celebration, right? Both of us on the team now? Both of us in with a chance? Exactly. Imagine all three of us riding the side rail horizon out of here, to a new world. He looks into his glass for a moment. I think I drank this too fast, he laughs. Lem stands and starts to clear the glasses into the auto wash. I need some sleep, friend. Me too. Alright then, he catches your shoulder as you turn to leave. Thank you, sleeper. I mean it, from both of us. He pats your shoulder and you step out into the dark of the walkway, with thoughts of little Mina on your mind. I feel like that music came in clutch there. I'm getting the stuff done. I'm thinking to save a point, get one of these. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. That seems good. Reroll all of your dice once per cycle. Reroll all of your dice once per cycle. I need 3. Reroll all of your dice once per cycle. Oh my god. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. That's good. I would need 4 to get there. Chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. Ooh, this one is good survival right here. I'd save a lot of money. I need 3 now. 1, 2, 3. This one does seem useful too. Okay. Get to know Emphis. I'm not getting that one for a while. What does she want again? Which one does she want? This. Sri Neovind. I think I need to dive back in here. Yatagan Hunter Nest. Let's get this Hunter Nest. This thing's gonna kill me, man. Extract data. Ooh. Continue. Ah, boy. Those familiar threads wrap around you, bind you, test you. Entity, submit. Hunter Strange head bobs in your vision. Your ally in the sealed dock cannot save you. Ooh, he knows about him. In that globed head you see whirling strings of data, so many spinning there that they threaten to tear through the thin skin and whip out into the void around. What happened to this creature? The threads squeeze and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape. Strike. You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they are broken. As you slip away, you realize you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous. I made it out. Probably not again though. Where was I? One die. Keynote. 2 die. 2 die is what I want. 2 die is what I want. Let's go to work. One time. Got a little cryo. And this guy's still not ready. It's cool. And what's this again? Keep forgetting. The merchant. Can I still go to his house? Nope. A low end. Yeah, I might as well do this. Low ender, free cryo, 1 + 2. It's gonna cost a little money to play that game all the time. Okay. So now I think I need to buy. I think I need to buy for sure. Give me that. 100. Stabilizer. Let's go home. Tomorrow is not gonna be a good day. I can do that after. No, I need to do it now to get the dice. Bing. Oh, look at that. 1-6. Harden. Cynical bounty hunter. The compressor is quiet today. The usual crowds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few drunks. Ethan is still in the same stool, in the same pool of light. His head is low, close to the bar, and the bartender is ignoring him. Approach him. As you get closer, he lifts his head and turns. Sleeper! He turns to look at you. Time to pay up again, is it? He gestures to the bartender. Come here. Take their chits. Stay no more, Ethan. Ethan doesn't even look at you. He drops his elbows on the bar and holds his head. Sleeper, it's been a long cycle. I don't care. Ethan lets out a long sigh. He rapidly rubs his eyes with his palms. You're alright, he says quietly. This isn't fun anymore. He reaches towards his holster. His elbow slips and the gun tumbles out, and it clatters on the bar. It clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing onto the ground between you two. Both of you and the bartender look at the gun, stare at it. Butterfingers, says Ethan, and puts out a hand, beckoning for you to give him the gun back, if you would. The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick up the gun. Point the gun at Ethan. Ethan turns his head in your direction a little. A sharp pale eye locking with yours. The bartender backs away. Oh, he turns on the stool. Oh, sleeper. He stands. This is more like it. Pull the trigger. You don't wait. You pull the trigger. The gun clicks. But now all the attention in the bar is on you and Ethan, who looks at his gun with a bemused expression. The bartender raises an open hand, and in it are 10 shiny bullets. 10 shiny bullets he took out of Ethan's gun while he was asleep at the bar. Ethan smiles at the bartender. Oh, well, he says, and grabs the gun, slamming it back into your face in a single move. You stagger back and drop to a knee. Somewhere nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface. The hit's a glancing blow, but it makes your vision swim. Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up. Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it in. Ethan taps at the slate. No more playing. Your head aches. Ethan taps through a few screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting, a dull echo to your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin, his face close. You breathe heavy with drink. His breath heavy with drink. Essen up just screwed me. He grins maniacally. They cancelled the contract. He stands up. They cancelled the contract. He shouts at the ceiling of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet, the sting of the hit fading. Ethan is rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound, like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. When you shake off the last of the blur, the bartender has Ethan's pistol trained on Ethan's head. Ethan stumbles back towards the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him. Blow his brains out. I'll kill all of you, he screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away towards the door. I'll be back for that, he shouts at the bartender and lunges out of the compressor. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversations returns. The bartender goes to say something, but then thinks better of it and begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out into the light of the bright market, looking for Ethan around every corner. Oh man, it's still there? Geez, we gotta kill this guy. I kept my cash though. We have to kill this man. Keynote. Extract data. So, what did I get? The key, I got the key. Keynote and this hunted data. This is Havenage agent. It's gonna give me this. Havenage data. Havenage agent. Yatagan agent. Atagan agent. Okay, what's this? The one. Did it let me do this? No. 1 or 3. Cool. Keynote. Okay. I'm waiting one more cycle for that thing to come back. Gonna be tempted. We might as well do this. Hardin. It's been more than a few cycles since Feng confronted Hardin, and the silence since has been noticeable. In your time with Feng, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. But if he won't come to you, you think, as you approach the Havenage building, then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you are getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open, and light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. A figure in Havenage security fatigues steps out of the bay as you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. Approach. As you get closer, you see the security officer taping up machines from Feng's stash with what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again. Hardin is there, leaning besides the bay entrance so calmly that you barely notice him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of seizures scrawled across it. Predictable. Further evidence of Feng's collusions. You see another security officer come out of the bay and take notice of you. Hardin pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Stifa. We have all the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. He gestures around at the stacks of hardware, spying on fellow Havenage members, hoarding Soheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? Stay silent. Nothing to add? He looks up at the glass roof above and stares at the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed, not blind conviction or self-interest. Feng isn't selfish. I know all about the background of our mutual friend Sleeper. Don't you worry about that. His parents would be sickened by the damage he is trying to do to the institution they helped found. You see, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre, Erlin, and the First Union founded this place, and Havenage has welded his values into the station's very walls. We will never turn away the hard-working, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Havenage aren't a gang like Yataghan. We aren't pirates like half the spaces you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like those Haifa radicals. Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye, Sleeper. This is our station. He meets your eye. So please, take your false accusations elsewhere before I decide I need that confession after all. Stay silent. If you have any pride, you'll give up Feng the moment he contacts you. You know where to find me. With that, Hardin turns his back and walks back towards the security officers, ordering them to continue the clear out. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the server stacks. A crumpled handprint box of synthetic chewing gum, a penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card, and scrawled onto it a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tambor." Take it. You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching, then turn away. Just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Feng? And where the hell is Tambor? So where can I find that guy? Mingi Express, Noodle Factory and Delivery. What is this? Mingi has a kelp stack in the basement and he makes noodles from the seaweed. He doesn't pay much, but he'll feed anyone who does a shift. Okay. Get some energy. One gets rid of condition, one gets rid of energy. Ooh, that was bad. That was bad, that was bad. Think I will work. What's this? Feng's Gumbucks. And data, no. think I'll spend here. Ah, yeah, that's the one. That is also one. So maybe I should just get rid of this one once and for all. Gonna give me one of these. Yep. It's cool. By the time I need to use those, I'm gonna feel good. So let's go ahead and sleep. And cycle. Big starving. Good rolls though. I think we'll pay for energy.